Okay, we're going to look at the new Charlie's Angels trailer because nothing says new movies in Hollywood like an old TV show revamp for the second time.
Check out the Charlie's Angels trailer right now.
Don't call me angel.
It's always a bad sign when they promote the music in a movie. That to me is a sure sign they know the movie sucks, and the only reason people will go see it is because they put a few songs in it.
I think women can do anything.
Just because they can doesn't mean they should.
They have so many talents.
It's like I'm powerful with a little tender.
Just a decoy star.
That's just the way you make me feel.
You ready for it?
Outstanding.
Hot chicks beating up guys, I guess.
Bed angels.
You have the new client?
Who is she?
Why is Jean-Luc Picard in this movie? It seems kind of beneath him.
I can't sleep at night. I'm a lead programmer on a product that can revolutionize the power industry, but there is a possibility it can be weaponized.
Ooh.
Then we need to go.
No, I'm Jane.
Oh.
Who are you?
I'm Bosley.
Welcome to the
Oh, Bosley.
Towns and agencies. We exist because traditional law enforcement can't keep up.
I don't like.
Since when? Since when can't traditional law enforcement keep up?
Bad boy.
You guys are like lady spies.
Jane's former MI6.
Oh god, what did you do to Sven?
Lady spies. Lady spies would be spying against other countries. They wouldn't be doing law enforcement stuff.
I compressed his carotid and deoxygenated his brainstem. Well, that sounds painful.
Don't worry, he's gonna wake up. Unless he doesn't.
Sabina runs the ground game.
Sand stuff.
Let's get the weapon before it becomes every bad guy's favorite new toy. Take her to the closet, cheer her up. We're gonna need some wigs.
Oh boy, a makeover scene in the middle of an action movie.
Always.
Feisty.
Clothes. Ah, we're still in the first closet.
There's another closet.
Okay, I'm already exhausted from watching this trailer and know I'm never going to go see this movie, so I guess we'll just continue.
Vince.
Let's just stop the touch. Some of these blows up. I love phosphorus.
Jane, are you flirting with a handsome nerd?
Of course not.
See, the problem with these movies is they're only as good as the villain. And already, I haven't seen a villain worth anything in this entire trailer. Like, James Bond only works because the villains in it are sufficiently weighty. Nothing in this movie feels weighty at all. Like, it's just a bunch of girls having fun. And the music is making it worse because it feels like girls' night out at the club. It doesn't feel like there's a movie here. Like, it might as well just be them dancing.
How'd that feel? Because it looked like it felt really good.
That felt nice.
New logo ain't gonna help you either.
Good morning, angels.
Good morning, Charlie.
Elizabeth Banks wrote that screenplay, I guess. I don't know what she was thinking. Who's this movie aimed at? I mean, Charlie's Angels used to be this TV show. Let me tell you, young people, Used to be this TV show back in the 70s, early 80s, where hot chicks were like fighting crime, and guys watched it because there were hot chicks on the show, and it was incredibly sexist TV show. You can't make it woke. The concept doesn't translate into wokeness. It just doesn't work. You're like trying to flip it on its end. Like, well, if you really want to make it woke, like, why don't you have a big fat Charlie's Angels? Like, are you fat shaming us, Hollywood? Why isn't a giant morbidly obese woman in this, and an emaciated woman, so we could cover those bases? I mean, the whole point of the show was to titillate, and this is pretty much all titillation and like no action. So it doesn't even do what I guess Elizabeth Banks is trying to do, to show empowered women doing stuff, I guess. I mean, a clothing scene? I mean, who is this aimed at? I guess it's aimed at women, but I don't know how many women want to go see an action movie starring other beautiful women. I don't think they can relate to them because they're super young, super hot. I mean, Kirsten Stewart is like super rich and famous. Like, it's not relatable. They can't relate to those women. So forget that audience. As far as the guys, yeah, some of them might go just to see hot chicks, but I mean, the trailer itself bored me. I mean, there's all this action in it, and it's just boring because there's nothing to it. There's no history, really, that makes any sense. There's no anything at stake. There's just this sort of vague concept that Charlie's Angels is better because law enforcement can't do enough. Have you been in America? There's law enforcement everywhere here. If anything, we have too many law enforcement people running around. It's not a lawless society. I mean, if they were going to Syria, then yeah. Oh, send in the Charlie's Angels. But I don't know how effective they would be in a war-torn area in hot outfits, running around with ISIS guys looking to put people in burqas. So, like, what the hell is the message here? I mean, if you're just trying to have fun, why even have guns and explosion? Why even have Charlie's Angels? Just make them like 3 girls going to the club and just do a whole movie of them going to the club, doing their hair, doing makeovers. I mean, that, I would assume, would appeal to a more female audience. And if you want to do it about guys, if you want guys to actually go back to the movies, well then, these girls got to be hot as hell. And it has to be all about their hotness, because that's what guys want to see. And you need a villain, a real villain, and a real problem for them to solve. There has to be a movie there. It's like they've made a cake and it's made of almost entirely of icing. The icing is not the cake. You put the icing on the cake to get people to eat the cake. You can't just give people icing.